Welcome, I'm Carol, a passionate maker of things. These bags are made from 100% repurposed fabrics. I'm not sure where I'm going with this. Etsy shop, Christmas market, makers market, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm enjoying making them. I've only got 3 finished so far. Sometimes you're lucky enough to find treasures like this green and pink stripe, but there was only a tiny little bit of it. So I've matched it up with some second-hand denim. And then this is me modelling my bag. I'm trying to show you that it's adjustable strap, so over the body or over the shoulder. I've only got 3 finished, and then this is the one that's waiting for a strap. But works in progress. I've got some ideas. But what I really like making are quilts. So let me show you what I've been making. This is part of my repurposed fabrics collection, and it's so exciting to me because you come across so many treasures, like this old tea towel and some curtains with Little Red Riding Hood on. I love the quirkiness, I love the character, but let's see what I can do with a few of these fabrics. I have chosen the Drunkard's Path design that I love so much. Curved shapes and the movement, and I'm going to use what I have on hand. I'm going for a relatively gentle meditative piece using quite soft or washed out looking colours. I want the block to be 6 inches. I've made a template and then I'm just going to cut out lots of pieces. This is how I like to sew my circles, just by putting a little mark in the middle of each piece. Without really a lot of rhyme or reason, I'm going to pick some fabrics, make some pieces, and some blocks will make it in and some blocks might not. I'm keeping this quilt manageable, so it's not going to be an enormous quilt. Also, I wanted to put it in the stash of things to possibly sell. So it's going to be a child's quilt or a lap quilt size. So just keep making, keep adding, keep turning things around and keep playing with the movement. And this is how I've sewn it together in the end. A good iron makes a lot of difference with these curved shapes. I've put a small red and white checky border and then a bigger vintage sheet border. Then for the back, I am patching up parts of leftover fabric. I'm just making sure that I have this flowery blue and red fabric all the way around the outsides, because I want to turn that over to the front of the quilt to finish it off, and I've put my label on it as well. And now I just have to make my quilt sandwich, and I do big massive stitches just to hold everything in place. And I've decided to use the hoop and to do echo lines and circles. I'm thinking gentle curves, bubbles, memories, ripples, soft nostalgia, which reminds me that I am going to need a name for the quilt. If anyone has any ideas, I was thinking bubble path, like Drunkard's Path, or faded bubbles, bubbles of time, pop in the breeze. I do love a name on a quilt. Anyway, getting back to it, I am using thicker thread, either an Egyptian cotton that I bought from a salon, and it does go through like butter. And for the circles, I did use a different thread, a thick yellow thread from Wonderfeel. That was also really lovely to work with. I could have just used a pearl cotton. So once I'd quilted the middle of the quilt, I did some longer lines around the edges. Bob's your uncle. This is it finished. This is trying to get a nice steady photo, but it was just too much of a windy day. So I'll have to have another try, another time. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely stitchy week. Bye bye.